I've seen a lot of women suffer because they rely entirely on their husband. I've seen a lot of cases where women get frustrated, get their life in a situation that they live with consequences. Why? Because they depend entirely on a man to provide for them. Especially when you're married and then you start having kids, you would see that it's important for you as a woman to make your own money. Why? Because then you will not always want to wait for your husband to provide you your own basic needs or provide what your baby might want, what your kid might want. It's important because you do not always have to wait for his own timing. What if something happens and he lost his job? Then you become frustrated. It tries your relationship because a lot of problems in marriage is because of finances. You would see when couples are financially stable, there's a lot of stress that is avoidable. And if money is a problem in a relationship, everything else becomes a problem. Communication would be affected. Your emotional relationship also will be affected. The way you handle things, the way you put out yourself will be affected because everything becomes a fight, everything becomes a misunderstanding. Why? Because then when there is lack, you cannot function. It becomes imbalance. So I've seen situations that women who, especially those who are out of the country, women who are abroad, couples who are abroad living together and working together, and sometimes the husband tends to lose his job and the wife who was not doing anything. Or this is not only for those who are outside the country, because most women who are outside the country they work, even for those who at home and in your country, wherever you are, it's important for you to have a certain source of income. It's important for you. This only not give you leverage, it also gives you strategy. Because being in marriage and then what if your husband's what if there's unfaithfulness in the marriage? We are not praying for that, but it's always good to see both sides of the picture. You do not want that, and if something should happen to your husband tomorrow, he'd lost his job and you become frustrated. And then you cannot take care of yourself. Or what if he becomes unfaithful? What if he cheats on you? What if he decides to be with another person? Number one, you do not have a job, you do not have a way out of that situation, no strategy, no leverage. You're stuck. And some cases like that, it can frustrate your life where you would live forever with the consequences. We've seen cases where a man who was unfaithful to his wife got another lady pregnant, and the wife heard about it, and he told the wife he was bringing the lady to live with them. And you, who is the wife had no job, she had no source of income, she was depending money for food, money for her clothing, money for hair from the husband. We saw a scenario that you have been with a man, you've catered for him for a long period of time, and then here comes another stranger that wants to take the access, the place that you had. She's taking over, and then you do not have anything to say because then you have no money, you have no power, you have no voice. He will be like, I'm going to take care of you. If you don't want, you can leave. Because he knows you do not have anything. You do not have any money. You do not have anywhere you could go to. Because a woman with her own finances will be able to walk out. Will be able to tell you, you cannot do that. Because men are not stupid. They'll be like, okay, I do everything for you, so there's nothing you can say. But when they meet a woman that you have your own money, they give you that respect. They won't make such decisions. They will hide it. They will not even voice it. If something like that should happen, they will cover up because they know you do not need them out of necessity, that you can survive and you strive without them. And for them having you in their life, it's a plus, not a minus. They don't feel like you take all the time. Because you can also contribute. it's important for women to make sure even in marriage, please make sure you have a certain level of leverage, you have strategy to be able to survive in the rainy days. Don't just be like that with no plan, with no, nobody works like that. Even international companies, they always have plan. If this goes wrong, what should I do? So don't be in a boat without a lifeboat. You don't put it on, but you know it's somewhere, that in case something happen, you'll be able to take it, put it on, and you save your life. This is very, very important. I have seen it based on personal experience. I've seen a lot of women that they have no source of income. I would tell you, I will advise this, I will even say this to somebody I don't like, to my enemies: please get your own source of income as a woman. Get it. It would give you respect, not only within your household, but even in society. People respect women who are relevant. They will respect you if you're important. They will respect you. It's not just about getting money. It gives you importance. It gives you purpose. It gives you that value, that you're able to serve your family, you're able to serve your community, you're able to serve the people around you. So it is very important. I don't know how much I can say this, but I just want to say this because, there are not enough people saying it. A lot of women are out there. We should not be lazy. We should get our own money. Get money for yourself. Get money for yourself. And do not make the mistake of getting that money and putting it all out there. Because when you give it all, you put it all out there, and you have nothing safe for the rainy days, it's just the same as someone who is not making money. It's just the same as somebody who is not making money. You should be twice as stingy. As you don't give everything, especially for women. You should not give everything. Have something for yourself. It's very important. That's the leverage. That's what would keep you relevant when the ties are down. So please, as a woman, hope you have a job, and hope you have leverage and you have strategy if something should go wrong. Stay blessed. Thank you for watching. I will see you again. And please, if it's the first time coming across this YouTube channel, do well to subscribe. Leave me your comments in the comment section, and I will see you again in the next video. God bless.